Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's topic, we're going to be looking at something that affects the family so much. We're going to study it and look at how we can be able to manage the situations in our families, which is financial issues in the family. You will understand that in a lot of families, it is not that love does not exist in within the family, but those families collapse because financial pressure, financial secrecy, and poor money communication and management has crippled the family. All these things have come together, and therefore the family begins to crumble down. We are going to be looking at it step by step, and then later on we'll look at how we can be able to fix all these issues. Let us start with number one. Number one of the financial issues we have in the family is lack of financial transparency. One of the biggest problems of families is secrecy about money. The wife does not want to open up her finances to the husband. The husband does not want to open up his finances to the wife. They hide their income. They hide their debts, they hide their expenditure. They don't disclose anything about their finances to each other. And when money becomes secretive, when you begin to hide things concerning money, trust for each other begins to fade. A family should never have financial secrets between them, especially the husband and wife. You should never have financial secrets between you people. There should be financial transparency. You should open up to your wife. Your wife should open up to you so that you all know what your financial standing in the family is. Number two, different spending habits. The wife wants to get all she can get because she has seen a neighbor wear particular clothes, wear particular shoes, wear particular jewelries. She must get them. The husband goes to work and see a colleague, a colleague wearing certain things, and he must also wear those things or buy this car or buy this and like that. Sometimes one partner is saving and the other is spending. Sometimes another one is planning for the future and another one is there spending recklessly. Understand each other's money personality. You have to sit down and discuss, what are we going to do? How are we going to be spending our money? You must agree on how your spending habits are going to be and how you can curtail them, so that at the end of the day, the family wouldn't run into financial pressure. Number three, financial stress is one of the things that causes issues in the family. When money is tight, when money is no longer flowing in the family as it is supposed to be, tempers begins to rise. The husband wakes up because he doesn't have enough money to spend. He begins to get annoyed in the family, and everybody that comes away will receive the anger. Patience reduce. People, they are no longer patient. Small issues begins to turn into very, very big issues. So financial stress often shows up as emotional conflict. Most at times, whenever there is financial stress in the family, whenever there is no enough money in the family to spend, it boils down to emotional conflict, and then you know the partners, husband and wife, no longer lives together in harmony or in unity again. Tempers begin to rise. Any little thing triggers conflict in the family. The problem is always the money. Sometimes it is the problem is not always the money. Sometimes it is pressure. It is because there's lack. But remember, if you know how to plan your finances very well, you may not even go into financial stress. Number 4, lack of budgeting and planning. One very big issue. Most families do not have budgeting and planning for finances in their family. I always tell my students, you must have a budget for your family, either on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. You must have budget. Income, what comes into the family from the wife, from the husband. How much is the husband earning? How much is the wife earning? What comes in? If the husband is earning 100,000, the wife is earning 100,000, you know that the income of the family at the end of the month is 200,000, and then you begin to plan with that money. Some families spend without tracking their finances. Some of them borrow recklessly. Some of them invest monies into businesses that they don't have any knowledge of. And then they live month by month without planning. As soon as you live your life without budgeting and planning in the family, you are just planning to fail. The family is just heading for doom, because at the end of the day, the money that you have will be spent recklessly, and therefore there will be no accountability, there will be no management, and you will definitely land into financial stress in the family. Every family needs to create a budget. Every family needs to create a saving plan. Emergency funds should be taken care of. Families are supposed to create emergency funds and clear financial goals. They are supposed to map out in the planning and in the budgeting. They are supposed to map out clear financial goals for the family. Long-term goals, short-term goals, and then plan about their children's spending, plan about their rent, if they are living in the rented apartment, plan about their children's schools, plan about all that. If you don't put these plans concretely on ground, definitely the family will run into financial crisis. Number 5, debt management. Uncontrolled borrowing destroys the peace of the family. See, when you just wake up and because you are craving for something, because you need something, you begin to spend recklessly. And if that money is not available to spend, most people go all out and go and begin to borrow recklessly. They borrow and borrow and borrow. And remember, when you borrow like that, at the end of the day, it will destroy the peace of the family, because when it is time to pay and you are not able to pay, there will be crisis. It creates fears, it builds resentments, poor debt management builds all this in the family. Especially when one partner makes financial decisions alone. Remember, financial decisions in the family are not to be made alone. You are not to sit as the husband and make financial decisions. You are not to sit as a wife alone and make financial decisions. You are not to sit alone. You are to come together and plan all out to be able to execute your financial management goals. That will help. Debt should be a joint decision. One person shouldn't just wake up and go and borrow money. It should be a joint decision, not an individual action. Number 6, financial infidelity. Financial infidelity. Most families, when you go to, the husband is hiding money, the wife is hiding money, they are having secret bank accounts that they are operating. They are hiding secret bank accounts that they are operating. They are lying about their purchases. They hide to go and purchase things. And when their partner asks, they begin to lie. And then they begin to manipulate each other financially, And this can hurt deeply and bring about emotional betrayal in the family. So you must be very, very careful about the way you hide money, financial infidelity. Then number 7, lifestyle comparison. See, many families suffer because of social media comparison. You see a particular celebrity, you see a particular influencer buying cars, buying Mercedes, latest cars and driving them. And because of that, you want to come and live like them. My brother, my sister, you will crash. Most of that lifestyle you see on social media are not real. Some of them are not true. So you must be very careful on how you begin to compare your lifestyle with the lifestyle you see on social media, trying to impress others. Another dangerous thing is when you begin to, try to live as if you want to impress people around you. I always tell people, you were not created in this world to come and compete with anybody. You didn't come into this life to compete with anybody. Live your life on your terms. Live your life the way you structure it yourself, the way you intentionally structure your life. Do not live your life because of Mr. A or Mr. B. When you begin to, live as if you are impressing others, or people are pressurizing you to keep up with the trend, what is trending, you will enter into financial stress and it will lead into emotional breakdown. Comparison creates unnecessary financial burdens. Live within your means. Live within the reality of what you have. Live within your means. Number 8, lack of financial education. Most couples lack financial education. No financial management skills. How to save? 0. How to invest? Zero. How to manage credit? Zero. How to plan, to do long-term plan and short-term plan of your finances? Nothing. No knowledge at all. It is high time couples begin to go for financial management courses so that they can know how to handle their finances very, very well. Number 9, power struggle around money. When one couple earns more, another one earns lower. The one that earns more begins to feel some kind of superiority over the other, and then struggle starts. Maybe the man is earning higher, the wife is earning lower, and then the wife is not getting enough from the husband as she wants to get, and then power struggle starts. Issues begin to rise. Control of anything, the man is domineering about the finances in the family because he earns more. He feels he will control everything. This power struggle creates imbalance and emotional insecurity in the family. Money should not be a weapon that you will use against your partner. Money should not be a weapon that you will use against your partner. For the fact that you are earning more than your partner does not mean you should, create this atmosphere around the home that you are in charge, you are in control, and nobody speaks except you. That will be wrong. Number 10, failure to align financial goals. The question many couples need to ask is, what are we building with these finances we have? What are we building? What are we saving for? These are the critical questions. What are we saving for? Sit together with your husband and wife and ask these questions yourself. What are we building? What are we saving for? What kind of life do we want? Do we want a lifestyle of comparison that will make us spend more, or we want a lifestyle that will live below our means, not above our means? These are the critical things. When goals are unclear, spending begins to scatter. When you don't sit to ask these questions, you begin to spend recklessly. And before I go, I want to remind us, when planning in the family, you should know what your needs are and your wants are. Most at times, that is where the problem starts. Needs are the necessities in the family that the family cannot do without. Shelter, food, clothes in the sense that clothes to cover your nakedness, not the most expensive clothes. When you want to go for the luxurious one, it becomes a want, no longer a need. So those important things are the family needs. Then wants are things you can do without. Vacations are needs. Traveling for vacations, going out for outings, family outings, those are wants. All those things you can do without are wants. You must be able to distinguish between needs and wants. This will help you to plan very, very well. All this that we have discussed are the issues that brings up financial pressures in the family. In our next video, we are going to be talking about how we can handle all these financial pressures, how we can handle them so that the family will live in peace, the family can plan their finances, and there will be no issues, no financial pressures, no financial stress in the family. If you have watched this video to this extent, click the subscription button, click the subscribe button, and then share this video to families, because most families are going through financial pressures and stress. Share it to them. Like this video, put at the comment section more ways on how there are financial pressures in the family so that we can learn and grow together. See you in my next video.